Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Amy Ray of Amy Ray Plans, and in today's video, I'm here to share with you a memory spread. So this was the week of June 29th through July 5th. I was visiting my family. I came home this day. I was visiting them the previous week too. So I realized during this memory spread that it was super short because I had already put all the scripts in off camera, and then I had pulled the stickers. So I was like, oh, I'll just pull all the scripts and pull all the stickers, but I won't put the scripts in off camera. Totally forgot about that. I did put them in off camera. So it'll probably be a shorter memory spread, but with the issues I was having uploading, I'm still kind of worried to film longer videos as of now. So I think this is okay. But anyway, Monday, I went to Barnes & Noble and I didn't get anything. And my dad, so I was like, I'm like, okay, Dad, we could leave now. He goes, where are your books? I was like, I didn't get anything. And he's like, come here, I want to make sure you don't have a fever. But we did go to Dick's and I got another Knicks championship shirt, and they had some Knicks stickers, and my dad's like, do you really need to get those? And I was like, Dad, I am a sticker addict. My team won the championship. Yes, I do need to get those stickers. So I have this like jersey to mark that. I should have put the script over a little bit because the S is a little bit hidden. But anyway, I thought it was funny when he's like, you didn't get any books? Hold on, I got a drink. But it's funny. And again, like I said, I get Starbucks a lot when I'm in New York. Not like when I'm visiting my family. Then we had sushi for lunch. By this mall, there's a really great sushi place. Or it's like it's like in the mall, but not like a food court. It's like a regular restaurant. And then we got back to my dad's condo and I did some reading. I think he took a nap. He might have been watching golf. I don't watch golf. I like a lot of sports, but I think watching golf is boring. And then I have this cute little father ghosty sticker, which I actually need to buy some of these. These are cute to mark spending time with my dad. And then that night, I went out to dinner with my sister Christine and her kids, Alexis and Mikey, my niece and nephew. And we also went to Target. And it was funny because I didn't get anything at Target either. And I told my sister, I'm like, earlier today I went to Barnes & Noble and I didn't get anything. And tonight I went to Target and didn't get anything. Something's wrong with my brain today. But it was funny because in Target, my nephew Mikey was like reading a book and my niece Alexis was like trying on clothes and we were walking around. So like he was reading a book and like pretending to crash into things. So I would like steer him and then he'd still pretend to crash into things. It was really funny. This is from Scribble Prints Co. Hold on, getting ahead of myself. All of my scripts are usually the same shop. Scribble Prints Co., Carlea Plans, Press, Plana Hannah, Once More with Love, Magical Sticker Co., Litter Designs, Letters to Apollo. So, yeah, that's where pretty much every script is from, I think. Yeah. I actually had to write some stuff in as well that I didn't have scripts for, but anyway. Scribble Prints Co. This is from Magic Prints Co., I think. This was destashed to me, and I don't think they're open any longer. Scribble Prints Co. I miss her doodles so much. That's why I still get her doodle grab bags. Stick with Plan Co., Carlea Plans, and the Coffee Monsters Co. I do PR for Carlea Plans. If you mention Amy in the notes, you get 15% off your order and you get my PR freebie. Also, if there's not a sale going on, you can use code Amy15. You still get my PR freebie, but you also get 15% off. And my PR sampler is also available to purchase. I'm making a Carlea Plans order today, actually. So then going into Tuesday, not really shocking, but I got Starbucks again. Then this day I went out to lunch with my dad and my nephews Joe and Nick. Of course, they live to tease me, so I was teased all lunch long, but you know. That's what happens when your nephews are older and not little kids anymore who love and adore you. They still love you, but they live to tease you. And I got a really good chicken Caesar wrap. Then my dad and I came home and we watched some movies. I know we watched, I think it was called La Dolce Villa or something Villa. It was with Scott Foley. It was like a father-daughter movie. And then we watched another movie, but I can't think of what it is. It wasn't Voicemails for Isabel, because I'm pretty sure we watched Voicemails for Isabel this day. Then marking spending time with my dad. Sorry, I just wanted to check the score of the Mets game. And then I had cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory. I got 2 pieces this week, and I had half a slice this day, the other half this day, and then half a slice this day, the other half this day, because sadly, we don't have a Cheesecake Factory by me, and I love their cheesecake. All right, sticker-wise, we have Krissy and Designs, The Coffee Monsters Co., Carlea Plans, Stick with the Plan Co., The Coffee Monsters Co., and Scribble Prints Co. Then Wednesday, it was the first day of July, which now, when I'm filming this, we're like in the middle of July, which I can't believe. I feel like ever since I hit my like mid-20s, now I'm in my late 30s, I feel like the years just go by faster and faster, especially once I had nephews and nieces. And then my niece, Olivia, picked me up, and we went to a coffee shop in the town where my dad lives. And then her and I went to Barnes & Noble. We went to a different Barnes & Noble than the one I went to Monday. And I feel like this one had a much better selection. And then after we were done, we met up with my dad and my sister, and we had lunch. We all had lobster rolls, and I got truffle fries. Olivia got the Old Bay fries. My sister and I got truffle fries, and then my dad, I think, just got regular fries. And then we also, after lunch, we got coffee from another coffee shop. And I was going to get this other kind of flavor coffee, which I think they called it the Peep coffee. And it was like toasted marshmallow and vanilla. But I ended up getting, it was a different coffee shop than we went to this day. But they had the same kind, which was a creme brulee. And I got that again. But I was like, I wonder if I would have liked the Peep just as much, because I was like, I should have tried it. But anyway, you know, I'm not good with decisions a lot of the time. And then I marked spending time with my dad. I think we just like hung out and watched baseball and stuff. Sticker wise, we have the Coffee Monsters Co. Both of these are Carlea Plans. This is Rose Colored Days. I'm not sure if she's open anymore. And both of these are the Coffee Monsters Co. On to Thursday, I had a YouTube binge. And then I had a bagel. And I did some reading. And spent time with my dad. And we had Ben & Jerry's. Scribble Prints Co., Once More with Love, Carlea Plans, and both of these are the Coffee Monsters Co. Then into Friday. Friday, it was my sister Kathy's birthday. That script is a custom from the Planet Hannah birthday sampler, where you could put in who you want to, like, you can put in the names you want. Then I had a bacon, egg, and cheese bagel sandwich. If you're from New York, you know the bacon, egg, and cheese. Flight. I mean, not that they don't have it other places, but I know it's like very popular up there. I read on my flight. This flight, though, was so annoying because, all right, so originally behind me was like a 3-year-old or a 4-year-old. And in the middle, so I was in the aisle, so he was in the aisle seat behind me. And his mom was in the middle seat with like a 2-year-old or an almost 2-year-old. I heard her say, "You're almost 2" to him or something. And then the dad was in the aisle. So the mom says to the boy right before takeoff, "Do you want to switch seats so you can be in the middle next to daddy?" Literally, she did not bring anything for her 2-year-old or almost 2-year-old to do. And he kicked my seat the whole plane ride. It wasn't a long plane ride. It was like an hour and 40 minutes. But it's not enjoyable, especially when you're having hip pain. And like, it was, and I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to create a problem. This is what I really wanted to say though, because like, as a former teacher, I don't get how parents like take their young children's places, like restaurants or like on a flight, something, and don't bring something for them to do. Like the boy that was originally behind me, he was watching movies on an iPad. He was entertained. She didn't have anything for the younger son, so he was bored. He's not even 2 yet. He's going to be bored. He needs something to occupy his attention. I don't know. I don't know. It's, and he was a little loud, but it wasn't even that I didn't care that he was loud. He's young kid. He didn't have anything to entertain him. Fine. But like, can you like not have him kick my seat every 2 seconds? Like, I don't know. It's just frustrating. Like, as a former teacher, I can deal with a lot when it comes to children. But when you're dealing with pain and you're getting kicked, like, right where your pain is through the seat, it's not enjoyable. But I didn't want to, like, start an issue, you know, because it wasn't the kid's fault. It was because he wasn't being entertained. Because I know, like, growing up, like, whenever my mom brought me someplace, she, like, brought things with us for me to occupy my attention. Not that, like, I always, like, behaved anyway, but, like, if I was, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Anyway, so when I got home, I came home to some Happy Mail packages. So this is what I looked like. I look like that whenever I get a package. And then my boys missed me so much, and they literally spent, I think I got in around, by the time I got my luggage and I stopped to get something to eat on the way home and got home, it's like pushing 5 o'clock. They literally spent the rest of the night with me. And I watched the Mets. My sticker flew off my page. So yeah, they gave me lots of cuddles. And I watched the Mets game. I feel like I'm out of breath. Probably because I don't know. Sometimes when I'm talking a lot and all at once, I'll be like, okay, you still need to breathe. Let me take some of my drink. So, like, if I'm not drinking coffee or water, I'm drinking a Propel. But usually I only have one a day. Sometimes I have 2. But my favorite flavor is the peach, which is sometimes difficult to get. I also like the watermelon and kiwi strawberry. Berry's good, too. And I don't know if I've had a flavor I didn't like. But actually, it's kind of funny because I don't like grape-flavored anything because it reminds me of taking Dimetapp cough medicine as a kid. So, like, grape lollipop, grape ice pop, anything like that, don't like. But the grape Propel is not too bad because it doesn't taste, like, overly grapey. I think that's why. So, stickers are from Stick with the Plan Co., Carlea Plans, Scribble Prints Co., that was from the Foil Bundle, Fox and Cactus, The Coffee Monsters Co., and Once More with Love. Saturday, it was 4th of July, so I have this cutie little sticker from Once More with Love, and I didn't even say what the kit or the foil, or where the kit or foil's from. Anyway, this is a kit from Caress Press. I was originally going to do a Litter Designs kit, but then when I realized I had a lot to put into each day, I didn't want to, like, I really wanted those firework overlays to pop, so I decided to use this kit, which I absolutely love this kit. Probably going to reorder it again, but yeah, I switched out the Litter Designs 4th at the Beach for this Caress Press kit. Ooh, I don't remember what this kit is called, though. Was it American Babe? I don't remember. Anyway, I paired it with a mixed metal foil bundle from Scribble Prints Co. of Silver and Sparkly Hollow. Back to the regular programming. Saturday was the 4th of July. My kitty cats missed me, so they wanted lots of cuddles. And then I binge watched. What did I binge watch this day? The 4th? Oh, was it just regular TV shows, I think? Oh, yeah. I was, like, catching up on, The Valley, Next Gen, NYC, and I had the last, Real Housewives of Rhode Island reunion. So I watched those. And then, like I said, just a lazy day, hanging out with the cats, watching TV. And at night, my mom and I watched a movie, and we also watched the Macy's fireworks show. Stickers are from Once More With Love. Both of these are Once More With Love. That's from the Foil Bundle, Fox and Cactus, and the Coffee Monsters Co. Flipping over to Sunday. Ugh. The Phillies have 2 on with no outs. Ugh. Flipping over to Sunday, I did some laundry. I really like this sticker. I think this is from Planner Pixie Co., but I'm not sure. It's in my sticker book. Having more cuddles with my boys. I did some planning. You know, when you come back from being away, you got lots of planning to catch up on. I watched the Mets game. I cleaned. I think I did dishes, emptied the dishwasher. And I watched the Sunday night baseball game. Or most of it. I think I watched 7 innings of it, and then I went to bed. It was the Dodgers, and who were they playing? I don't remember. What was that night game? Maybe Dodgers, Red Sox? I don't know. I can't remember. Planner Pixie Co., the Coffee Monsters Co., Stick with the Plan Co., Peanut Butter Taco from the Foil Bundle, and Once More With Love. So yeah, that is how my memory spread for the week of June 29th through July 5th came out. I really love how it came out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, everyone. Thanks so much for watching.